U.S. Department of Labor is committed to holding employers accountable, especially when they deny employees their hard-earned wages. We urge employers who are unsure of their obligations to contact us for assistance.
Boss Watch is a segment that we do every single week where we take a look at what bosses were up to, particularly in the U.S. South, but not necessarily. Right here in Alabama, a former employee is suing the University of Alabama at Birmingham, actually, alleging she experienced gender discrimination and was fired after she experienced a medical issue. This is being reported by AL.com. The title of the article is Former UAB Medical School Employee Claims Hostile Workplace and Sues, by reporter Sarah Weitz Kodacek. Kodacek. I think that's how you pronounce it. So the employee, Mitzi Pitzing, a former program director, filed a federal lawsuit against UAB in October of 2024, alleging that she qualified for medical leave and protections under the Family and Medical Leave Act, but was not allowed to use all of her benefits. The lawsuit states that defendant's intentional retaliation against plaintiff for exercising her right under the FMLA resulted in the termination of her employment. Pitzing says she received positive work evaluations and was repeatedly promoted. She began working for the medical school in 2014 and had previously worked other roles across the University of Alabama system. Ms. Pitzing worked diligently through several personal medical crises and put up with disparaging comments about her wife, the suit said. Her allegations against the school focus on her former boss, Dr. Jean Ann Larson, then an associate dean at the School of Medicine. She claimed that in 2019 she was asked to work from her hospital bed. Pitzing also claimed that she hurt her back at work in 2023 and was required to attend work events despite being told by a doctor to stay home. The suit claims she was fired later in 2023 as retaliation, an allegation the university denies. Then over in Kentucky, the U.S. Department of Labor has recovered more than $207,000 in back wages and damages for 157 workers after finding a Michigan-based electrical services contractor failed to pay proper overtime rates to workers at job sites in Arizona and Kentucky. Investigators with the department's Wage and Hour Division found that MJ Electric LLC did not include non-discretionary bonuses in employees' regular rate of pay when calculating overtime pay, which is a violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act. The investigation initially revealed the overtime violation at the Tennessee Valley Authority's Paradise Simple Cycle project in Drakesboro, Kentucky. The investigation was expanded after similar violations were found at an MJ Electric project in Ehrenberg, Arizona. In addition to collecting the $207,000 in back wages and damages, the division assessed the company a $19,000 civil money penalty for repeated FLSA violations. In 2018, the department investigated MJ Electric and found the company violated federal law by not properly paying overtime on non-discretionary bonuses. Wage and Hour Division Acting District Director Wildal De Jesus in Louisville, Kentucky, said the U.S. Department of Labor is committed to holding employers accountable, especially when they deny employees their hard-earned wages. We urge employers who are unsure of their obligations to contact us for assistance to avoid compliance issues.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
And Union Busters, the segment of Boss Watch covering national updates, is sponsored by Labor Lab. Labor Lab is an employer watchdog organization, and they are committed to safeguarding the right to organize through unions, collective bargaining, and mutual aid. They do this by combing through reports that Union Busters are required to file with the Department of Labor. You can find out more at laborlab.us. Here are the new filings from this week. Statewide Conditioning in New Jersey hired the Cummings Group for almost $4,000 a day, $3,750 a day, and the workers did lose the union election 5-12, so that big investment from the bosses paid off. Sun River Health in New York hired Bridge Labor Solutions, and there is a decertification petition. The election is open for now. The Emergency Ambulance Service in California hired LRI Consulting for $425 an hour. That union election is still open. And in addition, the following filings were amended. Rachel Roderick amended her filing for LabCorp of Georgia to add her compensation rate of $2,000 a day and to remove the named union, which was previously listed as UFCW Atlanta. That is the union that she was advocating against. Roderick is a particularly interesting fellow because she is apparently, self-reportedly, an avid Bernie Sanders supporter to the point of having a class action lawsuit against the DNC for their partiality towards Clinton in the 2016 primary election. So this is a weird lady. I don't know what else to say about that, frankly.
I think that is the first Bernie Sanders acolyte / union buster that I have encountered in life. So there's always something.
Yeah, there's always one. As we're wrapping up, just a reminder, due to a lack of enforcement, a lot of labor relations consultants might disregard the law and fail to report their activities to the U.S. Department of Labor. Therefore, it is really crucial for organizers and workers to report suspected persuader activity to the U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Labor Management Standards. So please make sure that you do that. You can do that by calling them at 202-693-0123. And you can reach out to Labor Lab for help at contact@laborlab.us.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.